Yeah, they really tried to knock me down, but they didn't knock me down. I've been through some ups and downs, but I still keep my smile. I'ma make my mama proud. I'm a king, I'ma rock my crown. They really tried to knock me. Peace, life, and love. You're here with Brother Peace here on another episode of Peace TV. And I'm with a special guest. I'm going to let my good brother introduce himself to my platform.
Yay. Timothy B here, artist, muralist, the Bears' favorite artist, curator, event cultivator, community organizer, all the whole shebang, father, all that.
Very multidimensional. Hey, give thanks to my good brother. Be available for me today and just to tap in and tap into the vibration of peace and just tap in and catch up as brothers. You know, this is Peace TV, and I like to advocate for different pathways, examples, and lifestyles of peace. And I want to see on your journey and from your eyes, brothers, what does peace look like to you?
Peace for me look like a day with no drama. Yeah, it look like silence. As little to no disturbance. It look like getting my work done. Good weed is present. Always. Yeah, in short, I mean that's what comes to mind right now. That's peace for me. That's peaceful. Being in nature, that's peaceful for me.
When you would say that's beautiful, brother. When you say that you may not be in that state of peace, you might be having a challenging day, a struggle. How would you put yourself in that state of peace or activate that peaceful vibration for you to transmute that energy?
Well, considering that these last couple of days haven't been as peaceful as I would like it to be, what I've done these last few days, I exercised. I think that's the first thing I would do, whenever, I'm feeling heavy. I go outside, get some sun, run a few miles, do like a very intense workout, surround myself with good people, good friends, good energy, call my loved ones, and follow all that up with some good food. Yeah.
That's lovely, brother. I'm glad that you have some different ways and outlets that you could tap into to shift the energy, because it's not going to always be peaceful on the journey, brother. This shit, it be up and down. We living in America. It's so many different distractions. There's so much going on. There's so much corruption, so just being able to find different ways where we can unpack the load, when we on the journey, can definitely help, man. So I love to just definitely tap in with different brothers and sisters on Peace TV to get different perspectives and to support others on their journey. Because a lot of people struggling, man. There's a lot of people that don't realize that they can just tap into some simple practices, some simple outlets that can help them transmute energy. Most people might just be stuck, in a certain vibration, So I feel like it's very vital to touch with different people, different souls, and just sharing and reflecting different ways and just reminding people that there are many different ways that we can tap in. We're just transmuting that energy, man. But it's an honor to tap in with you, brother, and get you on the platform for the first time. I'm an artist as well, and definitely for me, creating and painting and expressing myself is a way how I can tap into that peaceful vibration. For you on your journey as an artist, would you say art is like therapy for you, or like a meditation?
Mm-hmm. I think art is a therapy for me, but I think it depends on what the project is. Because I'm in a space where most of my creativity comes from commissions. It's not as therapeutic as might think it would be. I think, because, I have hard deadlines, things could be kind of stressful for me, and sometimes I overwhelm myself with commitments. I say yes to a lot. You feel me? I think of myself as Superman. So, in most cases, I say yes to the challenge. And I mean, I gotta beat myself on the chest when I say this, but I don't fail.
Mm.
I really get to it. You feel me? So, um, but at the same time, I could say yes to, I could say no more to better enhance the quality of my work. I believe, but whenever I'm now on a project, on a commission project, I would say, yeah, creating art, doing my drawing studies is probably the most therapeutic for me. You know, um, Usually I get into the zone by playing my music. Like I said earlier, smoking my weed, really helped me get into that creative space. And in most cases, that's when I feel like I'm receiving therapy from that. You know, yeah.
That's lovely, brother. Well, I just touched on it around asking, was art therapeutic for you? Because it has been therapeutic for me and been a good pathway for me to channel and express myself and tap into a peaceful vibration. But I could definitely understand when you, like you said, it comes to projects and commissions, you got hard deadlines and you got to be on it. And sometimes it can be challenging at times. Um, just finding that balance with everything, I feel like is key to help us on our journeys. You know, for those who just tuning in and just getting to meet you, brother, on my platform, I got people from around the world that follow me, and just let the people know, when did you get into your journey as a muralist and painting and things of that nature?
Well, I got into painting murals probably in 2014. But muraling stemmed from tattooing. Um, Tattooing stemmed from graphic design, designing T-shirts. I used to have a clothing line during the time I was living in Stockton called Planet Nine Clothing. It was a movement. At the same time, I was shooting music videos. All the local rappers, they had my T-shirts on, and they had my music. I was shooting their videos at the same time, and that was my way of promoting my artistry. So I was also tattooing them too, getting money through that. Then, and I mean, I was going around city to city, from Stockton to Oakland to Sacramento to, you know, and I mean, it's just all over. You feel me? I was really getting around. So, um, you know, once I once I got tired of the tattoo space, I was invited to paint with some homies. Um, Before painting with them, I used to hit the streets. I used to, tag and shit, but I couldn't afford to keep up with, like, I couldn't afford to keep it up. Like each can at the time was $8 a can. I was barely making rent at $200. You feel me? So sleeping on my uncle's couch. So, I couldn't keep up with that. I wasn't gonna rob an art store either. That was a part of the culture too, from what I hear. But I wasn't investing in that way. So, I had to find a way to, you know, make some bread from it. But yeah, I got into painting murals around 2014. And my first mural that I created was in West Oakland. Yeah, I think my first few murals was in West Oakland. Then also my first big commission was in West Oakland. So yeah, and been on top of it ever since.
That's beautiful, brother. Well, I commend you for tapping into your artistry journey
Hmm.
and embracing it and evolving and expanding. So it's been a journey for you from um, your clothing line, from the tattooing, what I'm saying, and boom, tapping into murals. And I see that you been connecting with different artist communities too here in the Bay, man. So art has opened up many doors for you
Hmm.
and has took you to different places. What's some of the favorite places being on your art journey that it has opened doors for you and took you to certain places that you have strong memories about and that you're really proud of?
Um, well, art has led me to visit 10 countries around the world.
Okay, that's
You
blessing.
know, all from art.
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 Wow.
Art paid
Okay.
for it. Art paid for
Hey.
it. And like everything I have right now, and I don't want to tell people what I got in my pocket, but art has really made a way for me. So to answer your question, I mean, every country I visited was amazing, first and foremost. But I think I really enjoyed my travels to um, South Africa, specifically Cape Town. Yeah, Cape Town was nice. I was painting in the Longa district, um, and some like the tribe that's from there is the Osa tribe, and they was just like just painting with the kids. I couldn't understand the words they were saying, but they was trying to teach me their language, which was really
You was
nice.
painting with them.
I was painting with
Wow.
them, and just it was a vibe. I was basically in the hood for 2 days. Bringing me food and just showing major love. It was nice. And like I usually travel solo. So I was out there just dolo doing my thing. And but one thing I come to realize, no matter where I go, I'm never alone. So even when I got there, through my cousin Amo Lovemore, he connected me with my man Scuba, who's from there, but he used to live out here. You know, and he tapped in with a couple people we know too. You feel me? And so I got tapped in with him, and he tapped me in with another cat. You feel me? And like, shoot, I was in rotation just like that. I was only there for 8 days. You feel me? Then, but between Cape Town and Nairobi, yeah, I had some of the best times. Just traveling and creating art for sure.
So you say you traveled to a good amount of places, but out there was one of the strongest memories you had. What
I remember all of it.
what would you say make that those trips stand out so much for you?
Because I was around my people. Like when I was in Kenya, I was told I look Kenyan. After going out there, it's like, yeah, this is my vibe. This felt like home for me. You feel me? So, that's why I really enjoy Kenya. Specifically, because it feel like home. I have a cousin, a blood relative that live in Kenya. Been living in Kenya for the last 38 years. You feel me? So, you know, like I have a home there, I have a room there, all that. It's designated for me. You feel me? So whenever I go to Kenya, it feels like I'm at my second home. And when I went to Cape Town for the first time, Cape Town stood out for me because it reminded me so much of like, San Francisco, the Bay Area. Yeah, look like so they have a waterfront out there too that was inspired by Fisherman's Wharf in San Francisco. So, that was so when I went there, it was just like, oh yeah, it's a lot of resemblance from where I come from. You feel me? A lot of similarities. I mean, so you know, um, yeah, it was instantly a vibe. And because at the time I was already in Africa for a month. Like Nairobi is a city. It's the city vibe. You feel me? But when you go to Cape Town, like Nairobi is very much Africa, but when you go to Cape Town, it's more Eurocentric. You feel me? It remind you more of like America or some kind of European country with you know just due to all the colonizers that came and oppressed that space. So you could very much see that. You feel me? However, you know, it had the comfort of home, 'cause that's what we used to. So it was just like, it was easy to move around. You feel me? And it was, also they got they got better supplies out there, paint supplies than, any other place in Africa. Maybe not West Africa, I'm not sure, but 'cause I know they got, nice paint supplies out there too. But Um, yeah, so I mean that's those are some of the reasons why I really enjoyed those places specifically. Because my people was there. Yeah.
Okay, that's beautiful, brother. I commend you on traveling too, as a melanated man coming from America, because like I traveled overseas as well, and before I went overseas to Africa, a lot of negative projections about Africa. You can get some fucked up shit can happen to you going out there. Like they try to condition us not to go to Africa and tap into a lot of our indigenous lands. So, did you have any fears, like first before going out there?
Um, I mean, I have fears going everywhere. Be real with you. Anytime I'm traveling by myself, I know that, I think about all the things that could go wrong. You feel me? Um, so yeah, I had some fears, but I conquered them as I do every time. You feel me? So, it was just like, right when I landed, I didn't have nothing to be afraid of. Man, I think my first time going to Africa, I didn't have much fears because I was with my partners, and um, my man Damien from Black Terminus, he had organized the trip, so I didn't have no reason to fear anything. You feel me? Then I knew he had it covered. Then my second time coming there, I went to Kenya, and that was the second country I visited was Kenya and Tanzania. Um, I had some fears because it was one I was solo, and moving through that space as a Black American, that could go either way. Like just never know. You can get fucked up in these other countries. You know, I'm not gonna say you can't. You got to stay on your p's and q's. But just coming from where I come from, I'm already prepared. I know how to survive. You know, if you like, if you come from the town or any place like it, then you know what to do and you know what not to do. You know what I'm saying? As you should. If unless you game goofy, that's not me. You feel me? So, I know when I'm in these other countries, there ain't nobody gonna pull a gun out on me. That's less likely. So that alone, that fear is gone. I just more so have to prepare myself for anybody trying to snatch my pockets or something like that. But I'm good at keeping my distance. But to answer your point, bro, I'm always scared. Like for real. But my fears don't dictate my movement. I'm still going to progress forward. You know.
Hey, give thanks, brother. Yeah, we got to conquer our fears, man. This is a journey, so we want to definitely tap into the fullness of life, and I feel like traveling helps us expand our awareness and helps us see the world differently outside of like what the media is showing us, because it's just only a small fragment of what they're showing in the media. But when you go out into the world and you see things for yourself, you get to really reflect and learn and tap into these new experiences. You feel me? So I commend you on that, brother. And he said art has taken him, around the world to these different places. So that's something I want to highlight. Like, embrace your creativity and your gifts, and share that with the world. And that can open up many of doors for you. You feel me? So that's very powerful, brother. Um, and yeah, here in the Bay Area, that's where we at right now. And Brother Tim has some beautiful murals all throughout the Bay. So some of these murals, you probably done seen sliding through Oakland, man, made by the brother Tim. You know what I'm saying? So, and we're here at Good Air Studios, and this is a space. You want to let people know about the space that we're at?
Yeah. So this is Good Air Studios. We host events here. Oftentimes we do like monthly live jam sessions. Live instruments, live performers. It's a vibe. We also like if you're looking for a space to have a party or throw a workshop or host a meeting, Good Air Studios is where it's at. If you want to give us a follow at Good Air Studios on Instagram, please do so. We are an all black collective. Currently, it's ran by black men, um, and we making it happen. We've been in this space for the last year. We've been in operation for the last year, so all this is new, but it's it's running pretty well, and we are progressing pretty fast. So, again, if you want to be a part of the movement, give us a follow, reach out to us. If you see us in person, holla. We all, very, sociable people. So, feel free to connect with us.
Give thanks. Well, this is a short little build. Just connect with my brother, introduce him to the platform. Stay tuned for more connectivity and me collaborating with the brother and building with the brother here in the Bay. And yeah, this is Peace TV, so we advocate for different pathways to peace. My brother shared his perspective of peace, how he taps into it. And we encourage y'all to cultivate y'all peace, protect y'all peace, you feel me? And continue on with your journey. Love life, keep developing and growing, and connect with good people. And we're here at the Good Air Studios where the good vibrations flow. You feel me? So stay tuned for more perspectives of peace and another episode of Peace TV. Peace and love.
Peace.